Welcome to the Carhee Show. Thank you for dropping in. Be sure to like and subscribe, and y'all enjoy the show. Alright guys, what's happening? Guys, if you hadn't noticed, I'm in the process of rebranding the show, guys. So I appreciate y'all hanging in there. And although the name changed, the content stays the same. I just thought it'd be a good idea to change the name of the show. Something else I like. I went with a better name, which is my name, the Carhee Show. So guys, I really appreciate y'all hanging in there with me, man, through this process, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Shout out to the free crowd. Guys, how do you know when a woman is using you? How do you know when a woman is using you, guys? What are some things? What type of men do women take advantage of? Well, we all know that women will lie to manipulate you. Women will lie to manipulate you. And the easiest guys for women to take advantage of are simps. But not all simps are the same. And I don't treat all simps the same. I used to be a simp until I learned better. And some simps just hadn't ran across the information that they need in order to change the direction, to change their mindset, the way they deal with women. But there are some simps that no matter what you tell them, they're hell-bent on doing things their way, and their way just simply does not work. It just don't work, guys. And these are the type of guys that's easy to be manipulated. They'll sit there and listen at a woman even though they know she's lying. And we all know that women lie mostly through omission. Women lie mostly through omission, which means she leaves off part of the story. And anybody in their right mind knows that part of the truth is a lie. Part of the truth is a lie. And most women lie through omission. Now, some women will lie about lying. They don't care. They'll just lie about lying. And they'll tell you a bold-faced lie. That's just how it is. That's their makeup. That's what they do, guys. But when she's using a simp, there's different techniques that she uses in order to get into his head, in order to get him to follow her lead, because she's always leading him somewhere. And most of the time, they'll start out by telling them that, hey, I love your conversation. Oh, you're just such a nice guy. She might go online and like some of his pics, and he gets all excited. Oh, man, she thinks I'm a nice guy. She likes our conversation. We have great, deep, in-depth conversation. All the time, guys, she's setting him up for the acts. Now, depends on how much she kind of into him, depends on how attracted she is to him, it's going to determine how far she stick her toe into the water. So she'll start out with small acts, small little things. Maybe ask for maybe $100 here, a few dollars there. And I tell you guys, that's nothing worse than meeting a woman and you ask her how she doing. She goes, not good. Somebody just hacked my bank account. And when they say that, guys, you already know, man. You already know where it's going. And right then, I just tell them, no, I don't have it. I don't got it. I don't care if I got $1 million in the bank. I ain't finna tell you. I'm not finna give you no money. Because all the time, they have no intentions on doing anything but asking you for money. But this is how they do simps. They ease their way in. They stick their toe in the water. And then they see how far or how hot the water is. And it depends on if they're in a relationship or not. If they're in a relationship, guys, then a lot of times the simp ended up getting in a relationship with the woman, or she ended up being in a relationship with him because he twisted her arm to be in a relationship. And he pursued her until she just wore down. She just wore down. She had no more fight in her. And she started to see, oh man, this guy's giving all these efforts, and I might not get a guy, or at least the guy that I want, that'll put out the type of effort this guy is putting out. So what ends up happening, guys, is she don't fall in love with the simp. She falls in love with his efforts. She fall in love with his efforts, which means the efforts, her love is tied to the efforts. If his efforts lower, then her love for him is going to lower. And a lot of time, even if you putting in maximum efforts, you're going to still have to give her more. If you started out buying her a Honda Accord, next time you're going to have to buy a BMW or a Mercedes. Next time, you're going to have to buy a house. Because the efforts are going to be high. And in the back of his mind, he knows that, if I fall off with my pursuit, my efforts, because in his mind, it's all about, I got to show this woman how much I can take care of. I got to show this woman how much I love her. I got to show this woman how much I'm willing to spend time with her. I'm a hard-working man. In his mind, he listening at the woman, and she's telling him, these are the things that I want. But really, guys, if you know anything about female nature, women want the opposite. When a man starts giving a woman everything she wants, putting in that maximum effort just to keep her, this woman looks at him as being a needy man. And that is the epitome of being a needy man. And if you're in a relationship and eventually the woman ends up having sex with you, not because it's super enjoyable, and yeah, she might be a little attracted to you, so it could be enjoyable. If she's horny, you finally get to have sex with her, and a lot of time it's just like twisting her arm to have sex. Then after that, guys, she's going to make you feel like you owe her. And then she's going to make you feel like, oh, I'm having sex with you, so you better do this, or you need to do this, or you can't stop doing this. And this is the attitude that women takes on. This is the attitude. And the next thing, also, guys, she will pump your head up. She'll pump your head up and make you think you're just an awesome man in bed, because we all know that a man's ego, a lot of time, is tied behind his performance in the bedroom. That's why every time a woman gets upset with you, when she try to hit you below the belt, first thing she start doing is talking about how bad you are in the bedroom. That's the first thing she start doing, talking about how bad you are. And normally a guy gets in his feelings. He gets in his feelings. And next thing I want to say, guys, before I move on, it's clinical studies show that women respond more deeper to negative thoughts and men respond more deeper to positive thoughts. That's just the way it is. That's why you can tell a woman, you can say 90% of what you're saying towards a woman, and she'll hold on to the 10% that you say is not a positive thing or a negative thing. In other words, whatever you say, 90% of it can be positive, but the 10% can be negative, and she'll hold on to the negative thing. Vice versa, the men will hold on to the 90% of the things that's positive, and they won't so much hold on to the 10%. So, guys, you got to remember that. You got to remember that. And the next thing is that she'll go into soliloquy about you don't care about her once your efforts fall. Once your efforts get low, and she goes into her soliloquy about you don't care, it's only to get you to do what she wants you to do, because she's using you. That's why, guys, you can't be a simp. Why Chad and Tyrone won't have to do half the stuff that you're going to have to do. Chad and Tyrone won't do half the stuff that you got to do, and he will get maximum result from the woman. And 9 times out of 10, she can't use Chad and Tyrone because his feelings are not attached to her. So he don't have to acquiesce to nothing. He don't have to acquiesce to nothing. He don't have to go out his way to try to get her to like him. He don't have to do none of that stuff. So it's difficult. And 9 times out of 10, if she asking for something, he's probably gonna say, no, not right now. Or he might give it to her, but it ain't gonna be too much. It's not gonna be too much. Especially if he get wind or he feels like he's being used. Anyway, guys, shout out to the free crowd. Until next time, peace.